Hi everyone, welcome back to Half Magic Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is all about meeting your soulmate. So this is the where, when, and how of it all. If you want more details about the person you will marry, I have a video for that, and I also have messages from your soulmate in another video. So if you're more interested in learning about who the person is, I suggest going to those videos, but this is more about the circumstances of meeting that person. So there are 4 piles to choose from. I suggest choosing the pile that sparks a memory in you. So for example, I would choose pile 3, Spiritual Mastery, because the walking path on this reminds me of the walking path in a zoo I went to where you could see a little baby panda over the side. So I will put the timestamps in the description down below. Feel free to pause the video now and select your pile. Thank you. If you selected pile 1, Commitment, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Moon. For your Romance Angels card, you got Release Your Ex and Trust. All right, my pile ones. So let's hear all about your meeting, your initial meeting with your soulmate. So when will you meet this person? Right away, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you already know who this person is. Whether or not you're currently with them is another story. I'm hearing that for most of you, this is just someone who is kind of in the periphery of your friend group or someone that you're acquainted with already. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the first card in your tarot spread is this 5 of Wands. And then in the middle of your spread, we have the Ace of Wands. And Wands are extremely quick energy. So for timing specifically, the Ace of Wands is 1 day. The 5 of Wands is 5 days. But I'm hearing that it's more like your next communication with this person might be in that time. I think that you are already aware of who they are. If you are younger, like if you're a teenager listening to this, though, I will say that probably this will be more like 1 to 5 years, which sounds like a long time, but also you get to grow up and become a better person and a better partner before you meet this person. So all in good time. For others of you, however, I'm hearing that you have not yet met this person, but you will be meeting them in about 3 months, 2 months. And the reason why I say that is because we have this Knight of Pentacles card, which is the card of Virgo, and Virgo season is late August through most of September. And we also have the 3 of Cups in your spread, which is a card of 3 months. 3 months from now would be like the beginning of October. So I'm hearing from late August to early October is the time frame when you could initially meet this person if it is not already a person that you know. So let's get into more detail. With this 5 of Wands at the beginning of your spread, I'm hearing that this person is someone that you will be friends with or acquainted with before you start dating, before you make any kind of romantic connection. And I'm hearing that you two have a very playful energy together. So you kind of play fight or play argue or play bicker a lot, and not in a mean way. The thing about the 5 of Wands is, depending on the context, sometimes it can mean like petty arguments with people, but I've also get the 5 of Wands almost every time I pull a card for like, what does my dog enjoy about, hanging out with the other people in my family? And the way that I take it is that she really enjoys play fighting. She likes having that, fun competition. So that's what I'm picking up for this pile as well. I think that you are going to like that you kind of have this, this mercurial, like you communicate really well and you can play off of each other. You can banter. And the second card in your spread is this Three of Cups, which is a card of celebrations and friendships. So again, I'm hearing that a lot of you will meet this person through your friends. So this will be someone who is friends with one of your friends. And I'm also hearing that you can meet this person at a party. And that could be like you're going out to a club with your friends, but it could also be that it's just a small get together at your friend's house, something along those lines. And in the middle of your spread, we have this Ace of Wands energy, which is kind of a huge creative spark. So I do sense that when you saw this person, you were immediately attracted to them. Whether or not you consciously were aware that this person is your soulmate, I don't know, but you definitely thought this person's hot. I'm interested in them. But I'm also hearing that you didn't make any moves yet. And that is why I don't think that you are together with this person, even though you probably know them or you are close to meeting them. And that is also coming through in this Knight of Pentacles, which is really slow moving, stable energy. So for a lot of you, I'm hearing that you are initially attracted to this person, but you don't really want to come onto them quickly or try to build something with them too quickly, because you feel like it's like the Three Little Pigs. If you try to build your house too quickly out of just whatever flimsy material you have laying around, it leaves you susceptible to things coming and knocking it over really easily. So I think you are definitely of a practical minded approach here, where you're like, I want to get to know this person a little bit better, or you're like, I need some time to feel more comfortable with the prospect of dating, because I'm also hearing that some of you have had bad dating situations in the past, or just really, unrequited crushes, things of that nature. So there is a caution from your side, but I'm also hearing that this person is very stable. They embody this Virgo energy where they're interested in material gains and kind of making sure things have all the foundation that they need to be built up. So this is not really a person who does flings. If they want to date someone, they take that very seriously. So I don't think that they rush into asking people out. So I'm hearing that this person also, and they are your soulmate, so they're interested in you, but this person also, after you meet them, does not really pursue you. So I'm hearing that there might be some confusion as to whether or not this person likes you initially. And that is also coming through in the final card in your tarot spread, the Moon. So there is kind of hidden feelings on both sides of this. From you, you are really kind of protecting yourself and being a little bit cautious and not trying to rush into anything when you meet this person, despite being automatically attracted to them. And so you're kind of hiding these feelings that you have towards this person. And I wouldn't say they're hiding their feelings necessarily, but they don't want to put everything out there until they're 100% sure. And the only way that they want to be sure is by spending more time with you and getting to know you better. So, also, this Knight of Pentacles is reflected in the pile marker that you chose, commitment, because the Knight of Pentacles is the most stable of the knights in the tarot. So I'm hearing that your soulmate is especially loyal. This person does not really have wandering eyes, and I think that when they first see you, they've kind of decided, okay, I'm really interested in this person. I'm hearing that they think about you a lot, or you meet and then they go home and they can't stop thinking about you, even though maybe you didn't talk that much, because this person's very loyal and they're not, they don't really waver with their emotions. Once they say, I like you or I love you or whatever, they really genuinely mean it. They're not going to say something that they don't mean. And if they say it, it means that they intend to remain in love with you. They intend to remain liking you for as long as it makes sense in their life. So for your romance angels cards, the first card we got is release your ex. the time has come to clear your energy. So I do think this ties in with the moon that we got at the end of your spread. And I think this is the reason why you also kind of have this Knight of Pentacles energy where you're a little bit hesitant to kind of open up and talk about your emotions. Because, like I said, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you have had adverse dating experiences in the past or unrequited crushes or something along that line. And you feel like, I don't really want to rush into something because I feel like all of these other relationships that I've had have been really unsatisfying. I don't want to rush into something without really being able to tell if this person is going to be able to be in a healthy relationship with me. And your second Romance Angels card is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So again, I feel like when you meet this person, you're automatically attracted to them, but you're not really sure how they feel about you. And I think because of some of these past wounds that you have from previous relationships, you're like, oh, well, they don't like me. I'm not like good enough for them. They don't see me in that way. I'm just going to be like alone forever. And that's not true. You need to trust that this person, the correct person for you, even if they don't pursue you right away or they don't make their intentions clear right away, it doesn't mean that their intentions aren't to be with you or that they don't like you. The correct person for you, your soulmate, is going to end up fulfilling all of these things that you need to feel safe in a relationship, even though it might take time, because I'm also hearing with this commitment card, with these two swans facing each other, that you have a lot of a similar background. So I'm also hearing that this person is very cautious when it comes to love because maybe they've had their heart broken in the past, so they also don't want to rush into anything. So you two will have a lot of patience and tenderness when it comes to exploring this relationship together. So overall, I would say I think most of you probably already know this person, or you are on the verge of meeting this person within the next like 3 months-ish. I think you will meet them through mutual friends, perhaps at a party or some kind of gathering, and you're immediately going to, lock eyes with this person and be like, oh, this person is so fine, but they're not really going to be like making it obvious that they're interested in you, and you're certainly not going to be trying to make that obvious because of these past relationships you've had and wanting to take things slowly. And that is perfectly okay, because that is also the kind of energy that your soulmate is bringing into this connection. So I think the most important thing to take away from this is this Romance Angels Trust card. Just trust that the person who is right for you is going to be able to put in the effort and the time and the commitment to build a solid foundation of relationship with you. All right, my pile ones, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 2, forgiveness, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are Temperance, the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. For your Romance Angels cards, we got Heart-to-Heart Conversations and Soulmate. So, my pile 2s, let's begin with when you will meet your soulmate. So, what I'm hearing is, for a lot of you, this will be in the beginning of winter, either this next upcoming winter or the winter after that. And the reason why I say this is because the first card in your tarot spread is Temperance, which is representative of Sagittarius. Sagittarius season is from late November through most of December. And also in your 7 of Wands card, there is snow everywhere, so I'm hearing winter vibes. And also just the feeling that I'm picking up from this pile is that this is something that you are going to have to wait for a little bit. So I'm hearing either in like a year or two around winter time. So with this Temperance card at the start of your tarot spread, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, at the point where you meet your soulmate, you will have been single for a while, perhaps a long time. And the reason why I say that is because Temperance is this card about balance, but also, sometimes being so steady can just be a little boring. So I'm hearing that there hasn't been really any change or anything exciting or terrifying going on in your love life in the months or even years leading up to you meeting this person. I'm also hearing, because of this peacock here, that you've been using this time as a single person before you meet your soulmate to kind of improve yourself and work on building yourself up, specifically when it comes to kind of like your career or your hobbies, or just figuring out how to take better care of yourself. And I'm also getting a special message with the seashells on this card, that you and your soulmate have like a shared language. Like, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, when you begin talking to this person, you're going to think, oh, I've never met someone else who thinks in the same way as me about this particular thing, or kind of has the same feelings as me, like you do. So I'm hearing that you'll have a very shared way of thinking and speaking about things. And how will you meet your soulmate? Well, we have this 2 of Wands and this 3 of Wands. So I'm hearing that all of this work that you've been putting into yourself is what is ultimately going to bring you into union with your soulmate. So the 2 of Wands is a card of planning. So I'm hearing, for a lot of you, you could meet while you're out doing like day-to-day errands. Things, you're just checking stuff off the list. You could be grocery shopping and you meet them in like the produce aisle. I'm hearing that for some of you, it's like you're going shopping at the mall and you meet them there. And also with this 2 of Wands card, we have a giant turtle on this card. So I feel like that is just confirming to me that it has been very slow moving in your love life, specifically when it comes to finding someone that you feel like is kind of on the same level as you, because you've put all this work into yourself. You just don't know if you can meet someone that lives up to your standards. And I don't even think that you have high standards. I feel like you have, a normal level of standards, but you just feel like you can't find someone that you're compatible with that's like decent. And in the middle of your spread, we have this 3 of Wands, which is all about the rewards and the benefits of this planning that you did, and the 2 of Wands coming into you. So I'm hearing that, again, I think you could meet while you're just kind of out doing like day-to-day errands, like nothing fun, nothing exciting, except you meet this person. And I'm also hearing, because the 3 of Wands can indicate travel, that for some of you, it will be on a trip. I don't think it will be like a huge trip, like going to another country or vacation or something. I'm hearing more like you just go to the next city over, or you go to the nearest beach or something of that variety. And that is where you will meet that person. Next in your pile, we have this 7 of Wands. So I'm hearing that when you meet this person, because you're doing something, you're trying to like take care of these little tasks that you have for your day, I'm hearing that you're actually like kind of agitated already when you meet this person, or you're like overwhelmed or you're stressed when they come into your life, and then this person tries to talk to you or like chat you up or something, and you're like, ugh, like I just want to be left alone. I'm having a rough day. I have to do all this other stuff. So I feel like you're not really, when you first meet them, you're not really like receptive to them approaching you. But not to worry, because I think it's one of those things, like they come up to you and you're like, ugh, like, why are you talking to me? And then you really look at them and you're like, oh, actually you can talk to me. And that is what is going to bring you to this 10 of Cups energy at the end of your spread, which is one of the best cards to get in any reading, I think. It's all about emotional fulfillment. So again, I feel like that echoes the thing that I heard earlier about these seashells, that you have a very shared language and way of thinking. And also, I'm hearing that this person could meet you while you are out with your family, or while you're, having like lunch with a parent or something, or your sibling. And I'm also hearing that they themselves could be out with their family, or they might have kids. If you're a little bit older, you might be interested in dating someone that already has kids. And I'm hearing that that is a definite possibility. So for your pile marker, we have this forgiveness card. And forgiveness says, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. So I'm hearing for some of you, part of this temperance energy, part of this building yourself up and working on yourself has also been dealing with mental health and working on your self-esteem and self-worth. So I'm hearing that for a lot of you, the key to unlocking this meeting with your soulmate has been this work that you put into yourself, where you can learn to forgive yourself for judging yourself so harshly in the past, and also not put so much pressure on yourself and kind of like force these expectations, not be so mean to yourself is what I'm hearing. So, and also for forgiveness, I think this ties in with this 7 of Wands, where you meet them and you're initially a little annoyed, and I think maybe they might be a little bit taken aback, but they're also like, I'm really into this person just from like seeing them. I just have to talk to them. So I'm hearing that you might have to ask to be forgiven for the little attitude that you got when you first meet this person. So for your romance angels cards, we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, which ties back into what I said with these shells on the temperance card, is that I really think that this is a person where you will be surprised by how much you have in common, specifically in your shared values and like your approach to the world. Because I'm hearing that has been like the problem in the past, is that you meet people and you're like, we just have completely different outlooks and like ideas about what we want for our future, and that's not going to work. But this person, you're going to have a lot in common, and you're going to have similar like life philosophies. And then for your second romance angels card, we got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So again, just a confirmation that this is your soulmate you're meeting. And I feel like for some of you, you'll be in disbelief that you kind of met this person who has like checks off all these boxes that you've been waiting on for so long. Like it's almost like you've gotten to the point where you're not really like expecting it anymore, and then it happens and you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe that. Is this person too good to be true? Are they real? And yes, they are, babes. You are so lucky. So overall, pile 2, I would say sometime in the winter, probably in a year or 2 is what I'm hearing, is when you will meet your soulmate. And also this will be after a period of being single or not dating for a while, and you will meet them while you are running errands. And at first you will be a little bit annoyed by them just because you're kind of stressed out and overwhelmed about other stuff, but you will realize that this person is actually really cool and you have a lot in common and you really enjoy talking to them, and you're going to end up being with them forever because they're your soulmate. So thank you, pile 2. That is it for your reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 3, spiritual maturity, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Page of Wands, the 8 of Wands, Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So, my pile 3s, when will you meet your soulmate? Immediately, I'm picking up that you will meet this person around late spring, early summer. I'm thinking this upcoming year or maybe a year after that. So, the reason why I say this is because we have in the middle of your spread the Lovers, which is the card of Gemini, and Gemini season is from late May through most of June. And then we have right next to it the Queen of Cups, which represents Cancer. And Cancer season is immediately after Gemini season. It's from late June through most of July. So I'm hearing in that time frame from late May through most of July. And again, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, I would say probably the next time that these months happen for you. Because we also have this Page of Wands and this Eight of Wands, and Wands are very quick moving energy. And then the only other card we have is the Seven of Cups, which is the card of 7 months. So I'm hearing that this will be, for most of you, the next upcoming Gemini or Cancer season that you will meet this person. So let's get more details about your meeting with your soulmate. So the first card in your tarot spread is this Page of Wands energy. So immediately I'm hearing that I think for a lot of you, you are going to be out doing something fun. I heard vacation. So I think some of you, because it's like around summer, you might be out doing something. You're kind of, shopping. You're looking at cool art and stuff. You're just having a good time. You might be out at a bar, hanging out with friends, something along those lines. But I'm hearing it's something that you really enjoy doing. It's not going to be like one of those things where you got dragged out. You're going to be having a lot of fun doing whatever you is. I just heard karaoke for some of you. So if you enjoy going to karaoke, you could meet this person at a karaoke bar. Like maybe you just really killed like your go-to song and they like, hey, I want to talk to this person. And also for this Page of Wands energy, I'm also getting that for some of you, you could kind of initially come into contact or come into communication with this person online. And I'm not saying that maybe you met for the first time online. Maybe they see you doing this thing. Like, for example, they saw you at karaoke and they found out who you were and they looked you up on like Instagram or something and they sent you a DM saying, hey, I saw you and I thought you were really cool. I'm also hearing for some of you, you might meet on a dating app if that's something that you're interested in or something that you do. And with this Eight of Wands as the next card in your spread, I feel like that just kind of solidifies that because Eight of Wands is really quick moving messages. It's like the flames of love, basically. So I'm hearing that whenever you meet this person, things will move pretty quickly with them. You're not going to be left wondering how you feel. I feel like this person will make it clear that they're interested in you romantically really quickly after meeting you. And so that also ties in. I feel like it could also be a dating app where they see your profile and they immediately message you and like, hey, I think you're really pretty. I liked your answers on your profile, whatever. And also I'm seeing there's a lot of like nature and ocean imagery in this tarot spread. So again, with the vacation, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you could be out like in a botanical garden or you're at the beach or something along those lines. You're in like a seaside town when you meet this person. So in the middle of your spread, we have the Lovers, which I mean is a beautiful card to get in any love reading. So I'm hearing that this person is definitely like your divine counterpart. You're going to have really good communication with them. I'm hearing that you feel like once you have them, you feel like you just have someone in your corner, like it's us against the world. And I'm not saying that the world is against you. I'm saying that it just feels like you really have this person by your side when things are like tough or you don't really know what to do. You always feel like this person has your back, basically. And with this card in particular and the dolphins jumping in the background, I'm hearing that this person is very smart. So that might be one of the first things that you pick up about them, is that they seem really intelligent in the way that they speak to you. Next in your spread, we have this Queen of Cups energy. So I'm also hearing that on top of being intelligent, this person can really embody this Cancerian Queen of Cups energy. So I'm hearing that they are very emotionally mature. I'm hearing that they can be a little bit older than you are. And also they're very smart. So they not only know, like they understand their own feelings, but they also know how to communicate those feelings really well, which is going to be one of the things that really attract you to this person. And I'm also hearing for some of you, you could meet at like a dog park or something that involves your pets, I just heard. So let's move on to the final card in your spread, which is this Seven of Cups energy. So Seven of Cups, this is all about daydreaming and fantasizing. So I feel like for a lot of you, this person kind of fulfills all the qualities that you've daydreamed about, or you just thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could date someone who was like this kind of person, and this person is going to be that person. And they have, you know, all of these different qualities that you thought, I have to like pick and choose. But no, this person is kind of like a full package. And I'm also hearing that for a lot of you, this person will come into your life in a time where you have a lot going on, like a lot on your plate. Like maybe you're going to school, you're working full time, maybe you have kids, you are trying to hang out with your friends, you're trying to go to the gym, you're trying to learn how to cook, you're trying to take classes to learn a new language, something like that. Like you just have a lot going on. And so I think for a lot of you, if you are on vacation when you meet this person, you will kind of be in a more relaxed state than you normally are. And I think that will help attract this person to you, because they kind of will see, it's almost like when you see someone like sink into like a hot bath and you can kind of like watch all their muscles release, like all the tension kind of rolls off their body. I feel like they can just tell that you are in a state of mind where you finally feel like relaxed and more loose and open, and they really like that, and they want to help you like maintain that energy all the time as you progress. So I'm hearing this person also, because they are so emotionally mature and they're very good at communicating their emotions, I'm hearing that they're very good at also perceiving your emotions, so they can tell really well when you are stressed out or when you're just not feeling well. And this person will put in a lot of effort to try to remedy that or make a difference in that. And I'm also hearing with the Seven of Wands at the end of your spread that for a lot of you, you think that, people can look good on the surface. They can seem to check off all of these qualities if you write them down on a list. But then when you meet them, maybe there's just like not a spark there, or those qualities don't really translate that well. And so I'm hearing that when you first run into this person, you might be a little skeptical. And I don't think it's that you don't like them. I think you're actually like very attracted to them, but you're more like, well, I'm just kind of, I'm just like on vacation, or I'm just kind of doing this thing for right now. I don't really know like how realistic this is what I just heard. But you're going to like this person so much, you're not going to want them to not talk to you anymore, or you're not going to want to leave them alone. And your pile marker that you chose, spiritual maturity, that is reflective of exactly what I said with both this Lovers and this Queen of Cups card, is that this person is so emotionally mature. And I really feel like that goes hand in hand with spirit, because I think if you are really able to both feel and intellectualize the things that go on in our minds, in our spirit, that is the best way to be able to deal with them and control them in a healthy way. And also on this card, there's two people walking on this path together, and it's a really long path, but at the top there's this all-seeing eye. So I'm hearing that for a lot of you, this is like a journey that you want to take together. You might actually travel together a lot. And I'm also hearing that one or both of you could be very intuitive, whether or not that translates to, like claircognizance or anything like that. But I'm hearing that either way, because you're very intuitive people, I feel like when you meet, you will kind of have this gut feeling that there's something special about this person. And that is what is going to really draw you two together, despite the kind of hesitance you have, the too good to be trueness of it all that you're getting from the Seven of Cups energy. So for your Romance Angels card, we got wedding. This situation involves marriage. So for a lot of you, you will marry this person. They are your soulmate. But I'm also hearing that this could be like a destination wedding. Like you traveled to a friend's wedding and you meet them at the wedding. Like they're one of the groom's friends or one of the bride's friends, something like that. And finally, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this goes hand in hand with that Seven of Cups that I said. I feel like there is some hesitance on your side because you feel like, well, I've fantasized about meeting a person with these qualities before, but I've never found someone that really fulfills this criteria. And I'm starting to think that all of these fantasies that I have, or this kind of checklist of qualities that I want in a soulmate and my ideal partner, is maybe just like delusional thinking. It's all fantasy, like it's never going to happen. Or I keep meeting people who seem to have these qualities, but then there's a downside to them. So, but again, stay optimistic about your love life. Stay optimistic and believing that this person exists and it's someone that you can continue to grow with as you get older, as you experience more of life and become more mature, because this person is also very emotionally mature and they're intelligent and they know how to cultivate a healthy relationship. So overall, for my pile threes, I say that you will meet this person at the end of this upcoming spring or summer. And it will be while you are doing something that you really enjoy, whether that's a hobby, you're out shopping, you're watching a play, you're dancing, something of that variety. It could be that you are on vacation. And this person will really, you will immediately notice that they seem to be very intelligent. And as you get to know them more, you will realize that that also applies to their emotional intelligence and their ability to effectively communicate their feelings. And you will kind of feel hesitant about this because you'll think this person is too good to be true. They have to be hiding something. Like there has to be something wrong with this person. And no one's perfect, but I think that this person, your soulmate, is really the person that they say they are. They are really truthful and they're nurturing. They want to take care of you and help you relax, because I'm hearing that you're a person who does not relax enough. All right, my pile threes, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 4, boundaries, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Queen of Wands, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the High Priestess. Your Romance Angels cards are You Deserve Love and New Love. All right, my pile 4s. When will you meet your soulmate? Well, I am hearing 2 time frames for this pile. The first time frame I'm hearing is that you will meet your soulmate during the summertime, specifically around Cancer season, which is late June through most of July. We are in Cancer season right now as I'm initially filming this. However, this is a timeless reading, so even if you watch this at a later time, I think that it would be maybe an upcoming Cancer season, an upcoming summer. But I'm hearing for some of you, it will be this specific season, like you will meet them within the next 2 or 3 weeks. However, for most of you, I'm feeling like this is something that is going to happen a year or 2 from now. So you will meet them in the summertime, a year or 2 from now. And the reason why I say that is because in your tarot spread, we have the Sun, which is indicative of the summertime. And we also have the Eight of Cups, which is a card of Cancer, and the High Priestess, which is a card of the moon, and the moon is the ruler of Cancer. So very, very strong Cancer season energy here. And the other time frame that I'm hearing is, for some of you, this will be during Aries season, which is the end of March through most of April. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Queen of Wands here, who is representative of Aries, and Aries season is the end of March through most of April, like I said. And we also have the Eight of Cups, and cups time-wise represent months. And actually, as I'm filming this, 8 months from now will be around Aries season. So for some of you, it will be around this time instead of the other. But for the most part, overall, I'm hearing, regardless of the month, this is probably something that will happen like a year or two from now. So the first card in your tarot spread is this Queen of Wands energy. And this particular tarot deck, this Queen of Wands, is all about being able to use the light from things burning down in your life or things being destroyed around you to create something new and learn how to start over and use it as motivation to grow. And so I'm hearing that for a lot of you, when you meet your soulmate, you will meet them at a time in your life when you have just had something kind of devastating happen to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a sad or really kind of emotionally volatile thing. It could be like you just made a really big move across the country or something like that. But for most of you, I'm hearing that this specifically relates to love. So I'm hearing you could have gone through a really bad breakup. You could have been in like an abusive relationship and you got out. And now you are kind of rebuilding your life and trying to figure out who you are separate from this relationship and how to make yourself happy and take care of yourself. And that is also coming through in the next card in your tarot spread, which is the Sun. So I'm hearing that you are transitioning from the burning building that is in this Queen of Wands card. You're transitioning from this thing that has been destroyed, that had to be destroyed because it was no longer serving you. And you're learning how to use that pain to motivate you to build a beautiful life for yourself. And the Sun is like the best card to get in any tarot reading because the Sun is just the card of happiness. That's really what it is. It's health and happiness. So I'm hearing that it does take you a while to get here, but it is something that you are working towards, and putting that energy into bringing this happiness into your life is something that is going to be very, very important in your journey to your soulmate. You need to have these realizations. You need to burn down the things that are no longer working for you. And you need to figure out, who am I when I'm not attached to things that are no longer serving me? What is really going to help me progress in life? What is really going to make me happy? What is going to bring me luck and make me feel satisfied in where I am in my life? And that is also coming through in this Queen of Pentacles energy in the middle of your spread. So I'm hearing there has a lot of work that has to be done on feelings of safety, whether or not that comes down to just like housing, but also feeling safe and being able to divulge your emotions or trust another person after this devastating thing that has happened to you, to be able to open up and feel settled in. I'm hearing for a lot of you, after this particular event, you're feeling rootless, so you don't really feel like grounded, or you don't feel connected to the people around you because you've either been like isolated or you've transitioned into a different place where now you just don't have as much time or as much, or there's like a physical distance between you and the people that you would normally talk to or that you would hang out with, or you just feel kind of disconnected because of the mental space that you're in. But it's something that you are working on. And as you continue work on this, as you transition from burning it all down into this Queen of Pentacles energy, into this resilient Queen of Wands energy, into this happy sun energy, that is when you are going to meet this person. And I'm also hearing that they really think that you are amazing. Like, they think you are so emotionally strong, and that is going to be one of the things that your soulmate is really attracted to in you. Then we have the Eight of Cups in your spread. So for this Eight of Cups, I'm hearing two things. Number one is that for a lot of you, for most of you, this thing that you have had to build strength from and learn to take care of yourself after has been, like I said, a relationship, a really bad relationship, a bad breakup, something of that variety. I'm hearing that for some of you, the person left you for another person, or they kind of just left you unexpectedly. I'm hearing that for some of you, you were in a codependent relationship where you relied on this other person a lot. And when they left you, it was especially devastating because they might have been like your only real like pillar of support. And you feel like they just kind of shatter that. They shattered your illusion of safety and having solid ground. For others of you, this is about a physical transition. So it could be that you had to walk away from a job, a school. You had to move to a new location for whatever reason. And it's been hard for you to make that transition because maybe you kind of stayed in the same place your whole life, or you've never really struck out on your own and done something like this for yourself, and you were kind of concerned about it at first, but also you have managed to use that fear as a motivation to build the life and the strength and the resilience that you want and need. And at the end of your spread, we have the High Priestess. So specifically, I'm hearing, despite these feelings that came from this thing that burned down, and like I said, for a lot of you, this is a relationship. So I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you had a relationship where this person left you. They could have left you for another person. Maybe they cheated on you, something like that. Or you just broke up, or they just didn't treat you very well, even though you were like really into them. And because of that, you have put all that care into yourself. And so you're not like really looking for someone necessarily when you meet your soulmate. But when you see them, when you meet them, it's a love at first sight situation. You just know, like, immediately you have that feeling in your gut. Like, you look at them and you're like, oh, like, I need to go talk to that person. And that is what the High Priestess is all about. It is that deep, instant knowing. It's intuition. It's being able to see through what's cloudy or what's dark and straight to what's underneath. And I think what's underneath is this beautiful soulmate connection that you have with this person. So your pile marker was boundaries. So I really think that this is one of the things that you have worked on. It is one of the things that, because of this past relationship, that you've built up. And it's the thing that has made you happy. Because I'm also hearing that you gave a lot of yourself to other people. You can be a bit of a people pleaser. And so you try really, really hard to get people to like you or want to like stay with you. And then when they left, or when you and this person broke up previously, you felt like, well, is it because I'm not doing enough? Is it because I'm not good enough? And so after this breakup, you have had to really reevaluate the way that you think about how other people treat you, because actually a person leaving you or not wanting to be with you really has nothing to do with how good of a person you are, how helpful you are to them. It has everything to do with whether or not they have the capacity to appreciate that. Because you could be the best romantic partner in the world, and the wrong person just won't see that, or they won't care, or they won't reciprocate that in any way. But your soulmate will. And the thing that will help you in your relationship with your soulmate is that you have worked on establishing these boundaries and figuring out, okay, I don't need to do everything for everyone all of the time. I'm allowed to have some things for myself and really put time and energy and care towards myself instead of wearing myself thin for other people. It's okay for me to focus on myself and not feel like beholden to trying to make someone else feel good or trying to convince someone else that I'm worth them putting in the same effort that I'm putting in. And on this card for boundaries, we have an owl, which is all about wisdom. So again, this goes with the Queen of Wands thing, where I think this destructive event, this breakup, is something that ultimately has been such an important and vital learning lesson for you. And it's something that has made you all the wiser, especially when it comes to love. And also, owls are kind of stereotyped as being very intuitive. So I'm hearing that you have learned to trust your own gut a lot more, because I'm hearing that in the past when you have experienced like red flags from other people, it's very easy for you to talk yourself out of it. But now you feel them like in your gut and you're like, okay, something's like off here. We also have your romance angels card. Your first one says you deserve love. You are lovable. So this person who didn't treat you well before, it's not because you don't deserve love or you're not a lovable person. It's because they weren't prepared to give you the love that you deserve, because you have someone even better coming in who can give you that, and that's your soulmate. So you deserve love. Just remember that. And this person is going to give it to you, and they're going to be able to come and give it to you while you are also able to love yourself and take care of yourself. And then you'll have, at least 2 people that love you and take care of you. I imagine more than that, because my viewers are very lovely. And then your second card is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So again, this is a new person. It is not going to be your ex. It's not going to be anyone like your ex or this person that broke your heart before. So this person is really going to come through as chivalrous. Like, they're going to really take the time to try to woo you and put effort in that you felt like you weren't getting in the past, that you felt like you had to beg for crumbs in the past, is what I just heard. But this person that's coming in, they really they enjoy doing things for you and trying to like prove themselves to you. So something that I'm hearing is, for a lot of you, your soulmate has acts of service as their love language. So I'm seeing that some of them will do little things like they'll bend down to help you tie your shoe without asking, or when they get up to go into the kitchen and get something to drink, they will bring you back something or ask you if you want something too. They're just very considerate of you, and I think consideration, that's not something that you have experienced previously, and it was something that you were looking for externally, so you wanted other people to consider you and prove to you that you matter to them in the way that they matter to you, and the way that you put all of this consideration and effort into your relationships with other people, specifically this ex that I'm picking up on. And once you move past needing that external validation and you start working towards building that yourself and saying, okay, well, I can take care of myself. I can direct all of this energy that I was putting on this other person and use it to make myself happy instead. Once you have that, I think that will be really the key to unlocking this soulmate relationship, where you can experience what you were so desperately chasing before. So overall, for my pile 4s, I would say you will meet this person around Cancer season in the summertime, or in early spring, so around Aries season, late March, early May. And I'm thinking that will be probably a year or two from now. And I'm hearing that you will meet this person after kind of a huge transitioning event. So something kind of shocking, destabilizing that has happened to you. For most of you, I'm hearing that this is a romantic relationship gone wrong. And because of that, you will spend a lot of time working on yourself. And it will be during this time or after this time that you've kind of worked on yourself and become stronger and more resilient and establish these boundaries that you didn't have before. That is what is going to make it easy for you to transition into this relationship with your soulmate, who you will meet and kind of have a love or just connection at first sight situation where you will see them and just feel in your gut, this is right. And this person will never make you question whether or not you deserve to be loved. This person is going to do little things for you that you've never really gotten to experience in the past, where you can just tell through their actions that they want to take care of you and they want to make you feel loved. They're not all talk like maybe some people in the past were. They really mean what they say and they follow through with it. All right, my pile fours, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care.